And I'm going to get started. Let me mute people. Okay, well, good morning, everyone.
Okay.
Oh, Ruthie, I'm going to mute you for now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Well, it's not letting me mute your phone, so if you can mute your phone, that would be great. Oh, it shows you're muted. I don't know. I see you on here twice now. Okay. Well, anyway, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and we want to congratulate you for making an amazing decision on being here with us. So we are so excited for you and cannot wait to share some awesome information. So you may not know that you made an amazing decision to be here with us, but we know that you made an amazing decision. So we are excited for you. When I joined, I trusted my girlfriend. She told me she had more energy and had lost a couple pounds. And so I was excited before I even tried my products. I was expecting similar results. I'll just mute people as they join. They don't realize that they're not on mute when they come in. It's okay. So I wanted to congratulate each of you on making an awesome decision to work on your health and change your life. When I started these products, I started with the Triplex and X Factor, which is our multivitamin, and that is something Kristen's going to go over a little bit later in our call. But before she does that, we always want to be super honest with you, and we want to give you tips and tools to help you be successful without sugarcoating things. So we're going to talk a little bit about lifestyle before we talk about the products. We're going to talk about some really basic, simple things that you can do to help you so that these products work their best. So because like a friend shared probably with you, there's no such thing as a quick fix. There's no magic pill. You can't abuse your body for years and years and years by eating things that maybe are not the best for you, or never really being active, and then think that you can just pop a pill and that's all going to go away. So it doesn't happen like that, but we do have a simple system that can help change things. And so as far as Plexus is concerned, the one thing that attracted me to it was that it wasn't a type of diet. I didn't have to prescribe to some completely new way of life. It wasn't a complicated system. I didn't have to do a bunch of pre-planning and shopping and meal prep. Not that any of that's bad. There's people that meal prep and that's fantastic. But the point of Plexus is that that's not necessarily a ground rule for Plexus. So you don't have to do that. But we are going to talk about some easy lifestyle changes that you can incorporate that will not only help you in your Plexus journey, but it will just help you in your life in general. So the first thing I want to talk about is drinking water. It is recommended that we drink half our body weight in ounces of water daily. And this isn't a Plexus recommendation. This is a typical life, how much water you should drink every day recommendation. Most people are going through life chronically dehydrated and they don't even realize it. And this really is bad for your organs. You look tired, you feel tired, your body doesn't function as well. So all of this points to needing water. So I don't want you to think, yes, I drink a lot of water. I drink water all day long. That can be very deceiving. I want you to, sorry, I'm going to put this on. I don't know if I'm on the, okay, there, sorry. I want you to measure how much water you drink every day so that you know for a fact that you are drinking half of your weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 150, you want to be drinking 75 ounces of water a day. Second lifestyle change that you can make that is fairly simple is movement. Some people love to work out. You're already working out. That's great. That's going to help your journey move faster and the products work better because movement is very important. Some people hate the thought of working out. I just want to encourage you to move 20 minutes a day somehow, whether that is taking the dog for a couple walks a day, going for an evening stroll with your spouse or your children, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, if that's a possibility. Things like that. The more that you move your body, the better it's going to be. You can do something small to make that lifestyle change. And this is important because sweating is one of the 3 ways that we expel toxins from our body. The other 2 ways are using the restroom, peeing and pooping. So sweating is going to help you eliminate toxins. The water that you're drinking is going to help you pee more, eliminate toxins. And then if for any reason you're not really regular, the supplements are going to help you go to the bathroom more. And so you're going to be using all 3 systems to eliminate toxins, which is awesome. And then we want to talk about food. What are you putting into your body? And we don't expect you to make radical changes. Like I said, this isn't like, oh, you can only eat this. But if you have a weakness that you can't resist, I want you to think about giving that up. For example, if you eat Rocky Road ice cream every single night after the kids go to bed, or you have a stash of Reese's peanut butter cups that you eat throughout the day or after lunch or whenever that hits you, or you're someone who likes to drink that glass of wine every evening, or you have a weakness for chips and salsa or artificial sweetener, I want you to look for one thing in your life that you can cut out, because this will help you learn that you can do things that you think you can't. Like you might think, oh, but I love that, but you can cut it out. So I want you to think of kind of that one Achilles heel that you have that you can eliminate. And the easy way to do it is get it out of your house. Don't buy it. Tell yourself, I am not going to eat this anymore because I'm making a health change. And because habits aren't removed, we don't get rid of habits, we replace them with other things. I want you to replace that habit with something that you can add in. So what's something positive that you can add in? Are you going to eat more vegetables with every meal? Are you going to drink maybe a protein shake when you want to eat that ice cream? Because that's a great, yummy, can be a smoothie, sweet alternative that's actually good for you. So think of what habit you're going to give up and how are you going to replace that habit with something that is actually helping you on your journey. Because these products are going to work for you, but if you're working against them, they just aren't going to work as well. So if you're looking for results, you can't be working against the thing that you're trying to have help you. And I know that a lot of times we are self-sabotagers. So if you are someone who tends to self-sabotage, I want you to like raise your hand, wave your hand around, or put a 1 in the comments, because it's pretty common for us to do stuff like that. So I'm on gallery view. If you tend to self-sabotage, raise your hand. Yes, exactly. And so we don't want you to do this. I just made a post today on Dare to Be Diamond that I took from Johanna that's all about self-sabotage. So I want you to look at that and read it and focus on not doing that. This is not the time for you to be sabotaging your goals. If you have, this is the time to decide you can do things different. You can eat better. You can move more. You can drink water. These are simple things that you can do, and they're things that are going to make you successful. Another thing that's important about these little changes and these smaller goals is that if you set some big, huge goal, like I'm going to start eating keto, I'm going to go Whole30, I'm going to exercise 7 times a week. When you don't do those, because they're kind of outrageous goals, then you feel defeated. And then you start telling your mind, I don't do what I say I'm going to do. I lie. And your brain believes what it tells it. So don't set yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success. I'm going to drink my water every day. I am going to cut out my daily ice cream. And then when you do those little things, your brain is like, yes, you can do it. You did it. You're a winner. You can do this. And then you move on to the next thing rather than being in like self-defeating mode, which is like a downward spiral. All right, the next lifestyle change that we want to talk about is sleep. Your body needs sleep. This is when your body repairs. And when some of our products do their best work. So when you're resting, your cells are repairing and regenerating themselves. So one thing we talk about in Plexus is giving this a good 90 days of consistency, because we know that it takes 90 to 120 days for our gut to regenerate and rejuvenate. So you need to give your body time. Once you're drinking this water, moving better, eating better, sleeping, you need to give that time to work with the supplements to help heal your body. And that's why we talk about consistency being so important. So we always like to start out with that, to tell you that you made an awesome choice, give you some lifestyle tips that will help you magnify your results, and just get you encouraged about your journey starting. So if you don't want to get up and move and give up your candy, just wait until you start taking your products, because they actually will help reduce your cravings. They will give you more energy so that you do get up and want to move. You'll sleep deeper, so you'll be less tired. And then you'll want to do something with all this new energy and this desire that you're feeling better. So now I'm going to pass it over to Kristen, who's going to give you some tips on how to take the products and what to expect. So go for it, Kristen.
Hey guys, I'm Kristen, and just a little bit about myself. I'm a physical therapist and a holistic health coach, mama of 3 little girls. And before I started Plexus 5 years ago, I was tired, I was stressed out and anxious, I didn't sleep at all. I had an enormous sweet tooth, and I basically lived on coffee all day to keep up with my kids because my husband worked crazy hours. I saw my friend Kara start posting about Plexus, and the gut health portion of it really caught my eye. To be honest, I thought I was healthy and I thought I was feeling good. I just wanted to do something proactive for our family's health. And so the gut health was really what drew me in when I saw her posting about it. So I decided to give it a try. And one of the things that really impressed me right off the bat was that I knew these products were not going to hurt me because they were natural, made from plants and vitamins and minerals. So that made the decision pretty easy for me to get started. And like I said, I was drawn into the gut health. So what I really loved was that Plexus was focusing on root healing. How many of you have ever heard of that term, root healing, right? It's kind of a buzzword a lot, because the other thing I really love about Plexus is it's not a Band-Aid. It's not just a temporary fix for whatever things you're struggling with. Like when someone, goes to the doctor and has a complaint, the doctor usually is going to give them a medication, which is going to help them feel better for a certain amount of time, but it's usually only temporary, or it can have other side effects, and then you start feeling kind of crappy again. But the reason is that's not getting to the root of the issue, and that's what Plexus is all about. So I love that. Usually most of the issues we're all dealing with, you can trace them back to the gut. And you've heard us all talking about the Triplex combo, which is our, one of our foundational combinations, our systems. So that is the pink drink that we all love, and of course, ProBio5 and BioCleanse. And I want to talk about the root healing that comes with the Triplex combo and some adjustments we can make with these products as we're going on our health journey. So one of the things that we can experience as we start on these products and as we're getting our gut healthy is you start to kill off some of the harmful yeast and bacteria in your gut. You've heard of candida and other toxins that are in your body. And some of us can start to experience detox symptoms. So what that is, it's really just your body's way of getting rid of these wastes and toxins and the harmful things in your gut that are not serving you. And it's trying to restore its natural balance. So as your body's peeling off these, this junk and these nasty layers, you can start feeling some symptoms that you maybe weren't expecting, but it's a very natural process. Has anyone here experienced any kind of detox when they started the products? I did. And there's a whole bunch of different things you might feel, but I'll just mention some of them just in case you might be going through this. You can start to feel a headache. You can feel like you're tired in the beginning. You might even feel like you're starting to get sick, or you don't feel like you want to get up off the couch. You can have some GI changes one way or the other. You can even get a rash. they're all really normal things when you're first starting out on the products, because it's your body starting to cleanse itself and get rid of all of those toxins and waste. It's only temporary and it will go away. But there are some adjustments you can make with the products to help you get through this if you are experiencing it. So with BioCleanse, which is the gentle GI cleanser that's working with ProBio 5 to clean out those waste products and get them out of your body. If you're a person who's normal, as in going to the restroom, which would be 2 to 3 times a day, then you could start out with 1 or maybe 2 BioCleanse. But if you are a person who does not go that often, which was me, you might need to take more, maybe 2 BioCleanse twice a day. I even take more than that. That's what I need to keep me regular. But you can adjust that accordingly based off of how your body's responding, because we're all different. For ProBio 5, we usually have you start off with just 1 capsule at bedtime for a few days, and then you can increase that to 2, which is a maintenance dose. So once you're there, you need to listen to your body. I usually have everyone go through a certain time period where they're going to try a little bit more, like 3 or 4. And you can do all of them at bedtime, or you can split it into half at night and half in the morning. And the reason is because 2 is more of a maintenance dose and 3 or 4 is more of a killing off dose. So most of us are going to have that imbalance in our gut and need to kill off some of the toxins and the yeast and the fungus that's in our gut. Especially if you're a person who struggles with sweet sugar cravings like I did, or carb cravings, or if you know you're dealing with something that is based off of a gut health imbalance, you're going to really want to try going for the 3 or 4. For me, I stay at 4 all the time, because I notice if I drop back to 2, I'm not sleeping at night anymore, or my sweet tooth is popping back up, or my allergies maybe start to be an issue again. So for me, 4 is just a comfortable dose for my body, and that's where I like to stay. But just like BioCleanse, everybody's a little bit different. So work with your sponsor and figure out what might be best for your body. The dosing on the back of the bottles, those are great, but they're just recommendations. These are not medications like your doctor would prescribe. So just listen to your body and, use a little bit of trial and error to find what works with you. For Slim, you can have a little bit of detox symptoms with that too. Some people might have a headache when they're first starting out, or if you're using hunger control, there is a lot of fiber in there, so that can be an adjustment at first. It's just your body's adjusting to that, getting your blood sugars regulated. And as you get used to it, that will all go away. But if you're having a hard time with it, you can split your Slim and just use a half a packet in the morning and do the other half packet in the afternoon. Just make sure you're getting a ton of water in, like Sylvia said. And just, you can gradually try that half packet a day and build back up into the full packet of Slim. But the main thing I want to say is just that all of these symptoms, again, are natural process of your body detoxing. They're only temporary. And the thing is, it's actually your body telling you that this is exactly what you need. And once you get through this, you're going to have on the other side where you're going to start feeling great and you're going to feel amazing, and it's all going to be worth it. So you can think of it, it's like if you're working out at the gym, you might get sore and your muscles will be sore after you've lifted some weights if you haven't done it in a while. But that doesn't mean that you're going to quit and just not go to the gym again. You're going to just do some stretching, rub on some ease cream, take an Epsom salt bath, and head back to the gym again. So again, it's just your body's response to change. And it's the same with these products. So stick with the tools, make some lifestyle changes, and wait to see those amazing changes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kristen. And what I want to do right now is have my friend Christina jump on, because she started, I think it was either May. I think it was in May. And she's going to jump on and just tell you really quickly a little bit about her experience. So go ahead, friend.
Okay. So I know quite a few people who do Plexus. Sylvia is one of them. She's the one who got me starting on it. I even know Johanna and Angela and all them. But when this whole coronavirus quarantine situation happened, my body just went psycho crazy. I have rheumatoid arthritis, And I was diagnosed about 5 years ago with it. And I've never really experienced any issues with it, just maybe a stiff neck every once in a while. But with this whole quarantine thing, my stress levels went through the roof. And I started having major rheumatoid arthritis flares where I was covered in hives on my body. And since rheumatoid arthritis is systemic disease, when you feel it in one wrist, you're going to feel it in the other. So with my hives, I would be all down my arm. It'd be identical on the other side. And I was just like in tears, and I was taking Benadryl just to kind of like get the hives to go away. And I couldn't sleep because I was just in so much pain. I couldn't close my hands, make a fist, nothing. I couldn't grip anything. And I was reaching out to anybody to see if what they knew I could take to help, because I didn't want to live on Benadryl this whole time. And so Sylvia was one. She was very persistent in reaching out to me. And so I said, okay, I'm going to try it. I've already been taking supplements, turmeric and bromelain, which is like a pineapple extract for my rheumatoid arthritis that my doctor had recommended. And so I started taking Plexus the first week of May. I got it like right before Mother's Day. And I kid you not, in 3 weeks, a lot of my symptoms were gone. I hadn't started taking the probiotic at night. I wasn't being consistent with it just yet because I kept forgetting at night. And then Sylvia told me, oh, put it by your toothbrush. So at night when you go and brush your teeth, you'll remember to take your pill. And so that's what I did. And within a month, I lost almost 11 pounds. All my inflammation is pretty much gone. Cravings have been like almost non-existent now. The other day, my husband made steak and corn and rice and, all the good stuff. And all I ate was my steak and my vegetable. My husband just thought I was crazy because, I'm half Asian, so rice is like a staple. So for me to turn down rice, he was like, what's wrong with you? But no, it's been amazing. I definitely have more energy. I have more, the sleeping situation has been amazing. I have a son with severe autism, and he's up until like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and then awake by like 6 almost every day. And that's very common with children with severe special needs. And so, sleep has been something that I don't get enough of. But since I've been on Plexus, I'm still getting the same amount of sleep, but the sleep has been deeper and I feel more rejuvenated. I have been taking my pink drink twice a day now because I kind of feel that crash around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have been upping my Plexus drink, my pink drink a little bit, but and I'm not a fan of the flavor. I have to admit that. So when I was talking to Sylvia about it, she told me it was okay to mix it in with some iced tea. And so it's been like the best of both worlds, because that's like my biggest craving is sweet tea. I love sweet tea. So to pour that in my iced tea, it's like, I feel like I'm not missing out on anything. So I still get to have my sweet tea, even though it's mixed with Plexus, but it's been great. I highly recommend it to everyone and anyone. I'm trying to get my daughter to start taking it with me, since she's very active in sports and stuff. I think it'd be good for her.
Yes.
Just to because she's the type that likes to eat, chicken strips and French fries, or a bag of hot Cheetos over anything else. So
that was me too. Well, thank you so much for sharing. That was me. I'm a chicken strips fanatic. Yeah. And I just love your story. When I would message her to check in on her and she would send me these updates, I'd be like, can you write this up? I want to share this with everybody. And then I was like, can you jump on this call? So thank you so much for sharing your success. I'm so happy for you. And I want her to not only have her daughter try it, I'm excited for maybe her son to try it to see if that helps him. So we'll report back on the Wolf family in the future. Thank you for sharing so much. I love all of that. And I love what Kristen shared about detox, because I experienced a little bit of that, but I just knew that was my body working and that it would take, time. And for me, it took quite a long time to get my gut balanced. And hold on, let me see if I don't know why I'm not on the view, but whatever. Oops. Okay. Anyway, sorry. But if your gut is the epicenter of a lot of the things in your body, for example, from your skin to your weight to your mood, your sleep, I knew that it was going to take a little bit of time, and I'm glad that I was patient and gave my body the time to work it out, because your body will always work it out, which is the exciting part about it. I don't know why I'm not. Oh, well, whatever. I'm recording and it's staying on Kristen's face, so when people watch this, they're going to see her, but whatever, it's fine. She's beautiful. So don't do anything crazy. You're on camera. I wonder if I put it on gallery view if it'll change, but I don't know how it's recording. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit more about some other products and what you can expect with them. I'm going to go pretty fast because I'm going to cover quite a few things. This isn't meant to be like an like an exhaustive training on products. It's just to maybe show you some products you didn't notice or you kind of heard about, and just give you a little bit of information on them. So like I said, it's going to be kind of fast, but one of the things I mentioned I started with was our X Factor Plus vitamin. And this is our multivitamin, multimineral, and polyphenol blend. So it's not just a multivitamin, which is what you'll find with so many Plexus products, that they're not just one thing. They combine things, and I always say to make them supercharged. So it takes all the good things and it puts them into one, and it has gut strengthening ingredients also. So this is a great thing to have in your regimen of what you're taking. And also, because it's so powerful and bioavailable means like how well does your body absorb it? This has aloe vera in it, which helps it be even more absorbent and available. You may want to take this with food, because sometimes there's people who say, oh, my vitamins like give me a stomach ache or make me not feel good. If that's the case, take it with food. It actually increases the absorption by doing that anyway. So that's a great way to make sure that you don't get that upset stomach, okay? Then Mega X is another one of my favorite products. Does anyone here struggle with sleep or used to struggle with sleep? And like Christina said, it might not be the amount of time that you sleep, but the quality of your sleep. Or do you have inflammation, or are you concerned with like your nerve, brain, and heart health? Omegas are essential for all of these things. And so this is a great supplement to take. The thing I love about this is that it's plant-based. So the pills are actually, they're capsules, but I mean, like gel caps. They're pretty small. They're not like the big old fish omegas that you see. You don't get any fishy burps. And the thing about it being plant-based also makes it sustainable and clean. You're not worrying about any of the toxins that might be in the fish that the omegas are coming from. So I take this right before bedtime because omegas tend to have a relaxing effect, and I feel like they do help me sleep even more deeply than what the Slim did, which the Slim helped me sleep really great too. And then we also have Vital Biome. This is an alternate probiotic, not alternate, I mean, I wouldn't replace it, I would add it. Does anybody here struggle with mood or digestive issues or core immune function? This is a great supplement to add, because if you're dealing with anxiety, this has a mood enhancer probiotic in it. 1 capsule a day in the morning on an empty stomach, it works best. So just wake up, take your Vital Biome, feel better throughout the day. So this is a great product to help with feelings of stress and improve your mood. And then we also have Ease. I love this stuff. This is our natural anti-inflammatory. I don't know about you, but we used to live on ibuprofen. I used to have a bad back and constantly spazzing and in pain, and just ibuprofen, Tylenol. I even Googled one time, like, what can I mix without killing myself? Like, how much ibuprofen and Tylenol and Aleve can I like layer without hurting myself? Literally, I Googled that. And honestly, back then there wasn't a lot of information. And in the recent years, they have all come out with a warning that's like, that they can burn a hole in your stomach, all of them. So I was like, oops, I was taking all of them to not be in pain, and now I'm gonna have a hole in my stomach. So what I love about Ease is it helps with pain, and you can pop as many of these as you need because it's natural, so you're not going to harm your body. It can also be used generally as a kind of like a maintenance product also, because like I said, it helps with inflammation regularly. And so if that's something that you deal with, this is a great way to help control that and maintain that. For example, like if you're waking up in the morning, this was me, but not anymore. If you wake up in the morning, my feet would hurt. Like when I first stepped on them, I had to walk like a few steps before I was like, oh, okay. That's an inflammation issue. Or if you have like an autoimmune problem, a lot of that has inflammation tied into it. So Ease is a great product to help you with that. And then lastly, I just want to go over some of our weight products, which you may have heard of, but I just want to touch on them really quickly. Because did any of you join Plexus because you wanted to lose weight? That was like my kind of initial jump in. Gut health, I didn't even really know what that was until like a month and a half in. Amy and I were like, probiotic, like, should we be taking this too? What's going on here? Now we know to teach you about the importance of that up front. But if you've noticed, the older we get, the harder it is to keep weight off. And so we have to be careful about what we eat, but then that's kind of like a bummer. So Triplex is going to help you with that for sure. Gut health and root healing is at the core of being able to lose weight of your body, like getting rid of all this stuff, because it's kind of in survival mode and holding on to all of that because it doesn't know that it doesn't need it because your gut's so out of balance. But once you do that, there is something that can augment or boost your results, and that is MetaBurn. You can start with 1 capsule every day for the first few days and see how you do, because it does have some natural caffeine in it from green tea extract. So it is not like coffee has caffeine because you roast the beans. We do not roast the beans. So it's just the pure natural caffeine that is in the green coffee bean. But like I said, it is a natural caffeine. So start with 1 a day, see how you feel. I take 2. It gets your metabolism going. It also has some mood enhancing herbs, so kind of makes you happy, and it just kind of lightens your mood. So this is a great way to kind of boost your weight loss journey. And then we also have Balance, which is another tool that you can use. Do you ever eat and then you deal with that food coma and you just feel like, oh, I could take a nap? That's a sugar crash. That's like a blood sugar level thing that you're experiencing, and this will help with that. So if you take 2 of these, it's also a carb blocker, which is amazing because carbs are my weakness. It will block the absorption of half of the carbs that you eat. So that doesn't mean eat 2 pieces of cake. It means eat the cake and feel happy that you're only absorbing half the carbs. But because you're absorbing half the carbs, your blood sugar isn't getting that spike and that dip. So that's why you won't experience that food coma. So it's amazing. Take 2 before your kind of heaviest carb meal. If you're eating something that's like salad and steak, like you don't really need to take this at that meal. And then Lean. This is our protein powder shake. That's amazing. I talk about this because a lot of us eat convenience foods, and convenience foods aren't always the best when it comes to nutrition. A lot of people skip breakfast, or for breakfast they eat bagels, waffles, pancakes, carb, you know, with syrup and butter and cream cheese, which are all delicious, but they're a terrible way to start your day. And so this is a great alternative. I always say this is my backup to making a bad decision. So take a Lean shake in the morning. It's a great way to start your day off with protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals. And so it has 20 grams of protein in each serving. The vitamins, minerals, fiber, all of that help it to be a full meal replacement and not just a protein supplement. And it does have 7 grams of fiber. So like Kristen was talking about fiber, we know what fiber does. I think you mentioned fiber. Okay, yeah. You know, fiber makes you go. So don't be surprised if you drink a protein shake and you're like, ooh, I got to go to the bathroom. So be warned too, like don't drink Lean and run out the house. You might need to take it when you're you're not going to like have the runs, but you may want to go to the bathroom. And so don't freak out. Pooping is good. You're eliminating all those toxins. That might even help you lose some puffiness around your waist because you're carrying that waste around. You want it out of you. And your body will get used to the fiber, and that won't happen so much anymore. It doesn't happen to me anymore. So fiber is also really good for your cholesterol, to help manage your cholesterol, and it really helps to coat the lining of your stomach. So it's a fantastic thing to be putting in your body. Okay, and then finally, I just want to talk quickly about our skincare line. I come from a beauty background. I've been in network marketing for like over 20 years and always did skincare. And I used to use it all. Eye cream, peeler, not peeler, but like a glycolic acid and a this and a moisturizer and a toner and blah, blah, blah. And now I use this day and night, day and night. Simple, easy, 3 pumps, done. And I really was proud of how my skin looked. I get a lot of compliments on my skin. I tell people I'm a testament to starting skincare at a very young age. And so tell your daughters to do that. But I really didn't think my skin could get much better. I thought like whatever was going wrong with it was just part of the aging process. And like, I'm doing everything that I can, and I look as good as I'm gonna look because I'm using these amazing products. And then JoyHome came out and I started using them, right, Kristen? We were all at your house freaking out that we got our JoyHome. And I'm shocked. Like, my skin was able to get smoother, softer, more full, so it didn't look sunken. The dark circles under my eyes, gone. I wear so much less makeup. Like, I can leave the house. I used to not leave the house at all without foundation and eyebrows. Eyebrows is still an issue. Sometimes I don't care and I go out without them anyway now. That's just about getting older and not caring. But I don't have to put on foundation if I don't want to. I could just run out and I look pretty decent. So I do love this, that it's simple, 2 steps. If you need a moisturizer, that might be at most the other thing that you need, but beyond that, you will just not need it. And just so you know, when you start JoyHome, you might break out. You might experience some redness. You might get a little face rash. This again is very normal because your skin is reacting to change. And it makes me sad when people are like, oh, I broke out on JoyHome, so I'm going to go try something else. I'm like, well, you're going to break out on that too. So you have to just kind of power through that adjustment period. And maybe you just slow down a little. Maybe try 1 pump of each first, or try the night solution for like a few days or a week. Let your face adjust to that and then start doing the day serum. So don't panic and don't quit. Just slow down and adjust things. Everything in Plexus can be adjusted. So never stop communicating. If something's not working in your mind, don't ghost your friend who brought you into this because you're afraid to tell them, this makes me feel sick. This gave me zits everywhere. Don't ghost them. Talk to them because they have been here long enough to know how to help you get through that and see the results on the other side. Okay, so communication is really important. And then we also have our collagen supplement, which is amazing if you want younger, firmer, better looking texture of your skin, less sagginess, less wrinkles. It's 2 scoops. I always mix mine in my Slim because, like Christina said, this is not my favorite flavor. I mean, I love the New Kids drink. I wish ours tasted like that because it's delicious. I'm not really into tart, so the lemony flavor is not my favorite, but I feel like you add a little bit of the collagen and it just tones the flavor down. It doesn't change it because it's flavorless, but I think because you're adding powder to your drink, it just kind of dilutes the flavor a little, and now I love it. You can add it to your protein, your oatmeal, pretty much anything. Mix it in and get your collagen. So that is something that I really, really love and have noticed a lot of. And so I'm just going to close out with a couple. I'm going to tell you guys about, oh no, we're not closing yet. We're going back to Kristen. But, oh yeah, it's not Ruthie's turn either. Okay, I'm getting all out of whack here. Okay, so one thing I wanted to tell you is that perks. We earn perks points with our subscriptions. When your sponsor was helping you enroll, they probably said, here's the welcome pack you're going to get. That's going to roll over into your subscription so that you're staying consistent like we talked about. and getting these products. Every time your subscription goes through without lag, without missing, you're earning perks credits. And about every 3 months, that will equal a full-size product just about. So again, important in staying in communication with your friend that brought you in, because you never want to really delete your subscription or you lose your perks points. So we can move the date, we can change the product. It's all about communicating so that we can help you achieve your goals that you wanted from the very beginning, because we can work our way to that, even if it's not, okay, this is what we said in the beginning, but maybe this isn't working. Maybe we need to take this out and put this in. And so you can change your subscription, you can edit it, you can move the date. So don't delete it, because then you lose your perks points, which is free product, okay? So I'm super excited to hear more testimonies like Christina shared with us, and we're going to have Ruthie share with us in a little bit. But the other thing I want to tell you is take your before and afters, because you may not always notice right away, maybe on the scale, that things are changing, but you will notice in your clothes that things are shifting. And so sometimes you lose pant sizes before you lose pounds. This could be inflammation. It could be constipation that you're getting rid of. And so this will all show up in your clothes. So it's super important to take pictures. Don't be shy. You will wish you had them later. So now Kristen is going to wrap us up before I come back and talk about some of our specials. And then after Kristen's done, Ruthie's also going to share her story with us. She joined in May and she's going to share with us also. So go ahead, friend.
Okay. Yes, I love the perks. My last jar of collagen I got for free, and I'm still deciding what I'm going to get. I'm going to get another free thing this month. So I love that new program. But anyway, I'm not sure how many of you guys can relate to this, but whenever I find something I love, whether it's like a great pair of jeans, or if there's a new restaurant in town, or if I just read a really good book, I love telling my friends about it, because I want them to have all the good things too. So it's proven when you start something, like if it's an awesome class at your gym, of course, it's way more fun when you have your friends, when you have accountability partners with you. And one of the things I love most about Plexus is this community. So many of these ladies on this call and not on this call today, I would never have even known if I hadn't joined Plexus, and they're now some of my very closest friends. They're like family to me. And when I first started, I didn't really want to do it alone. So I wanted my friends to do it with me. I didn't know if they would work. I didn't know what they would do. I just knew I wanted to try them. I'd heard from my friend Kara what they'd done for her, and I trusted her, so I started. And then I right away called my mom, and I grabbed a good friend of mine that I worked with. She was a nurse, and one of my mama friends in town. And I was like, guys, do this with me. Let's do this together. And so they started along with me, because, you know, just like at the gym, if I knew I had a class to show up to that I was doing with my friend, you know, if your friend's going to be there, you're not going to flake. So I wanted to have my mom and my friends do this with me too. And a lot of times I know when we're talking about grabbing accountability partners, you might think, well, I can't share about it because I don't even know if these products are going to work for me. And like I said, I didn't know that in the beginning either, but I trusted my friend, and that's totally okay. You can use anyone's story. You can use my story, Sylvia's story, Christina's story, your friend who you joined with. There are hundreds of testimonies we can help you find that you can share to help you reach out to your friends and family and have them start with you. We also love doing Zooms. They're very casual like this. You can invite your friends and family, and we love to share about our products and what they can do, and specifically how they can help them if there's something that they're struggling with, to find solutions for the problems that they're dealing with. So I would really encourage you all to think, who are the people in your life that you can help? This is a time, especially right now, where we all need good health more than anything. And I feel like if you don't have your health, whatever other goal that you're working on, it doesn't even really matter, because if you're not feeling good, you're not going to do the things to reach that other goal either. So work on your health and do it with your friends. It's super fun. You're going to grab your accountability partners. That way you'll be so much more consistent. You will be so much more committed to the process of healing than if you were trying to do this by yourself.
Yes, 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 yes. I did the same thing. Within 5 days, I had Amy with me going, come on, let's do this. So now Ruthie is going to talk. She joined us in May, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her journey and how grabbing friends made it more fun for her too. So, I can unmute. Well, I think you have to unmute yourself.
Unmute. Okay,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. This is actually possibly the first time I've ever Zoomed. Did I just say that out loud? Okay. So yeah, I started in May. I actually have hypothyroidism. I've had it for a long time, as long as I can remember. And the Lord told me that I needed to be on a probiotic. And so I was on the hunt for a good one for like 6 months. And I randomly won a Plexus item off of Instagram. And then I was like, okay, like I didn't even know what Plexus was. And it was right when I was praying about finding a probiotic. And so I met Alyssa, who's my upline, and she introduced me to this stuff. And I started taking ProBio 5. I took ProBio 5 for almost 6 months before I realized, okay, I'm going to be on this the rest of my life. I might as well sell it. So at first I was very skeptical, because I'm like, well, why can't I just go to Walmart and buy any probiotic? So I would buy it. And I kind of did it just to be nice because she like gave me all this free stuff on Instagram. So I took it, and then I like just paid retail, even though she was like, you got to get it. And I was like, no, like I'll just do retail. I don't want a subscription. So then the next month I was like, I didn't get sick. And I'm someone who would get sick all the time. I have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So every year I have a baby. This year we're taking a break. And so I can't afford to get sick. It's not good. And so with my thyroid, every year I would have at least one ear infection and at least one sinus infection. So I pretty much felt like I lived on antibiotics, and it was just terrible. And so the first 2 months, I think it was like September and October, or maybe October, December, I took the ProBio 5 and I never got sick, which was really crazy. So then I was like, So then I kept deleting my subscription because I was so scared, even though I knew I was losing my perk points. I was just like, I'm really bad at remembering. So I was afraid I was going to get caught into something. And then I quickly realized that I shouldn't have done that. So don't do that. If anything, that's what I love, that you can change the date and you can move it and adjust it. It's manipulative on your end, not the other end. So I highly suggest don't ever delete your subscription, because I think I did it like 3 times. And so then after 6 months, I never got sick, not one time. It was crazy. Like, for someone who always was sick, I was the person that had the cough that lasted like 4 months. And people, I also sing and stuff. So I would go and, hi, hello. Sitting on my porch. Here's my mailman. Hello. Thank you. Yep, that was heavy. Okay. And so I started to realize, like, oh my gosh, I need to be on this. And so I got the triplex, and I started losing the last stubborn baby weight. Like, I would work out and eat right, and I just couldn't get the last like 10, 15 pounds off. And I started losing the weight, and I wasn't even really trying. I was just really focusing on my immune system. And then I was like, okay. So then I just started selling, and I'm like, well, I better try these products. So I added in the X Factor, and then I started sleeping really well. Like, I again, not a very good sleeper, which actually I kind of joke with my upline about, like, I shouldn't be taking this right now because I have a nursing baby. So like getting up in the night to nurse, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, before I could just get up and I wouldn't be able to get back to sleep. And now I'm sleeping like a rock. So it's really, really changed my life. And it's been helping my family. I'm working on my family now. So yeah, I'm really thankful for it. It's been a blessing for us. I'm really thankful that the Lord kind of like led me in this direction. So yeah, it's a fun story. It's still going, still working on things.
And Ruthie decided in May to join us and has already gone gold and working her way to senior gold. So
Yay!
She's a testament to doing this with your friends and saying, let's make this fun. And who else do you think we can help? And running with that and kind of having an accidental business like so many other people have. So I just want to encourage you all to not be afraid. You don't have to do this like, oh, I want to start a business. That's not what I'm talking about. But something brought you here because you had an issue, a problem, a goal that you wanted help with. And that's what all our friends and family have. And so you don't want to deny them that. It's like Johanna said recently that really stuck with me was, if you go somewhere and your friend is there and they're like, things are on sale of something that they're going to buy anyway, they're buying a probiotic, they're taking multivitamins, they take protein shakes, and of a place that sells the best and it's on sale, and you hold out on them, and then they find out, they're going to be like, dude, why didn't you tell me about that sale? And so this is like helping people. So I want you to make sure in your frame of mind, if you are holding back and you have kind of a reservation because you're thinking about what it is, if you don't see that in a positive light, I want you to talk to your friend who brought you in about that, because they offered you help and you took it. And that's what you're doing, is you're offering help and you're taking it, or they're letting them take it, or not, either way. So I just wanted to encourage you on that, because Ruthie, like I said, started in May, already hit gold, which to many of you, that may not mean a whole lot, but that's our 3rd rank now in Plexus, and means that she's growing a team of people that are all enjoying these products together and helping each other. So that's a big deal. Okay, so I just want to tell you some of the programs. There's some really cool programs for new ambassadors that weren't available when I started. And that's kind of what we were just touching on. And we have such a generous company and such generous founders. And because you're new to Plexus, right now you do qualify for the early referral bonus program. If you've joined in the last 30 days and you grab 3 friends who want to do this with you, you can make anywhere up to an extra $300, which would probably more than pay for your products. So to me, that's a no-brainer. Like I said, we all have someone in our life that you're like, that's how I started. I told my best friend, Amy, look, I'm doing this and I kind of don't want to do it without you. Like, I'm going to run and have fun with this and go with it. And you're my best friend, so I want you to be part of this. So really, without a whole lot of thought, she jumped in. And now here we are. I also told my sister-in-law and I told my mom, because I knew my mom had health issues, that these products could help her with. So I didn't even know that much about the product. I was just like, this is going to be good for you. I know you need some help. We should just do this together. I didn't have all the knowledge I had now, and I didn't have to have all the knowledge I had now. I just know it was something that was available to us, and it was simple. So don't worry about kind of like all the thoughts that are going through your head, because a lot of you are probably thinking, I just started this because I want to feel good. I mean, that was me. I wanted to lose a couple pounds. But we also know that there are people out there that are silently struggling with issues. So we can put it out there. Like, what does it hurt to just put it out there that, hey, there's something that could potentially help you? And if you grab more than 3 friends, or if they grab friends and you start to grow, then the referral bonuses grow even more. And if you max out the referral bonuses in your first month, you could actually earn over $1,000 just
So
to
let's get back.
Yeah,
Go to the.
We can get
then
it
we'll
there
go to
probably.
Hillary later
No,
on.
accident. So if that's just a fun way to make a quick $800 extra. I mean, I say go for it. Every time they have a bonus out, I work my butt off to get that bonus, because I'm always like, that's fun. I just earned an extra $350. Yay. So if that's something that interests you, we want you to know that it's simple and easy to do. We have people on our team who do it in one day. Some people do it in 1 hour. I see Joanna on this call, and I know that she signed up like 9 people in one day by sharing on a Zoom, like we talked about, the casual Zooms that we're doing. And within the weekend, it was up to like 12 people. And so this is not complicated, and this is not pressure. It's sharing hope with people and saying, these are what these products do. And the people are going, I need that. And so I just want to encourage you, if it's something that you're interested in, you are going to go back to your friend who introduced you to Plexus and let them know that you want to make the referral bonus and can they help you out with that? And their answer will be, yes, I can. And we'll get that going. It's super easy. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the business side of Plexus that we do love, also let them know. We can talk to you about that. We'll probably also set up a training somewhat like this that goes a little more into detail. Johanna just did one. I'm not sure. I think she recorded it that went into more detail. But again, we're excited for you. We're thankful that you joined us today. And we're just encouraged by you that you're going to have an amazing journey. So don't forget to take those before and afters. And we thank you for joining us. There was one question on the chat really quick about, worried about going to the bathroom. Just quickly, correct. No one wants to be at work and have to go, to the bathroom. I take my BioCleanse. I've been trying not to. I used to take it at night. I'm trying to take it with dinner so that it's a little separate from my probiotics. But that's what my recommendation is to anybody who's new, is I tell them, take your Slim in the morning, try to take your BioCleanse with dinner and your probiotic at night, because the BioCleanse does get your, stuff moving, and pretty much like clockwork, I get up and go to the bathroom. You should go multiple times a day. I'm home, so I don't care when I have to go to the bathroom. But if you're doing it once a day in the morning, I'd say the best time to take the product, BioCleanse, is anywhere from evening to before bed, and that should get you good for the morning and moving on with your day. So anyway, I'm going to stop recording, but I want to say a couple more things.